and over again to understand our product very well, because the products of Prudent Iron Life is the heartbeat of the business. It is what holds us. The moment these products are out of the equation, we don't have a business. And that is why I want to encourage everyone to go with us to the end of this session and make sure you understand everything. If you don't understand, ask before we leave here tonight. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I am Ambassador Bright Salifu and have been into the naturopathic practice and also in the wellness industry. I have featured in so many giant product-based companies since 2011. I've passionately studied how the human system actually functions from my basic education time throughout my career and my academic journey. Is about studying the various science that has to do with our survival. So tonight we are looking at a common vision of Prudent Iron Life becoming Africa's most trusted wellness entrepreneurship company. If this vision can be real, if this vision will come to light, it will depend on how we all understand our products. It will depend on the message you and I will carry out there. If you go and recommend product wrongly, people will not trust us. We may have the products, we may have very effective products, but if you don't understand the products, you cannot win the trust of people. You will force products on the throat of people and they will use wrong products wrongly and will not get results. Our vision is not just to sell a product, we want to really bring real transformation to the lives of people. So please let us make all efforts to stay glued to this discussion and get the best out of it. I believe that is okay. All right. So, the number one of our objectives is to offer a diverse range of high quality Ayurvedic and natural products tailored to modern lifestyles. And we added, for you to understand better, meeting the evolving needs and preferences of our customers. Every now and then, people's tastes and preferences change. The system adapts to new things. That is why it is important for us to also be dynamic, to be innovative enough, to be able to serve the right solutions to the people. And so, Prudent Iron Life has come at a time where the world has faced so many things about health, ranging from pandemics to all kind of health challenges that ever could be recorded. And so now, our systems, having survived this, is now in a different level altogether. And so we need to understand the system and understand what we are taking into that system. So, as I indicated, today is going to be mostly our products. So, Prudent Iron Life International is a wellness entrepreneurship company. And why we are focused on the wellness entrepreneurship is that what we are going to discuss today is already generating $6.8 trillion as at 2024 for people. How much of that money has come to you? It will depend on your understanding of the product you have in your hands. In 2028, this wellness industry is projected to give $9 trillion to people. If you will make any portion of it, the percentage you will make from this $9 trillion will depend on your understanding, because people are enlightened enough today. People are awake enough today that they will always listen to you with rapt attention before they decide to purchase. This is not the era people were in dark ages, no research being done. You give them a product and they just swallow as you are telling them. Let me tell you, after your conversation with your client, they go to Google, they go to AI, they consult various people or various search engines to confirm that the message you are giving them truly is what they need. So if you will make any percentage of the $9 trillion, it depends on the commitment to understand what you have in your hands. Now, you have a clear picture. $9 trillion potential income is in front of you right now, and all you need to do is to pay rapt attention and understand the product you have to give out and make this money. Would you allow anything to tempt you? So, if no, let's get into our discussion. Tonight, I am going to make sure that everything you need to know about Somacare, Prudent Somacare, you know it. Tonight is not just about Somacare is made of 17 super herbs. It supports that, it supports that, it regenerates that. No. We are going into critical discussion. If you have a diary, please take it. Those of you who are nurses, who are physicians, who are pharmacists, doctors, you need this discussion. Please take your notebooks. You are going to meet doctors next time. Record what we are going to share with you. Share the same thing with them and listen to their feedback. They are going to salute you because you know what you are holding. So this evening, I want us to start our discussion. This was just to welcome you. We are doing Somacare. As much as possible, maybe we'll do a little of TOSM, but my focus is Somacare. On the lighter side, we just promote Somacare rejuvenates the body and revitalizes cells, and it does that, it does this, it does that. That is very fine. If you are joining us for the first time, you've not got a feel of Somacare. This Somacare is generally formulated from a scientific background. This is not just traditional herbal formulation with no scientific research. This is highly researched formulation, and it actually truly contains 17 key active ingredients. I believe you are taking note of that. Know what is in your product. Now, these 17 botanicals are selected to support multiple physiological systems. Please, if I use any term you don't understand, write it down and ask me. Because today we are talking medicine, and this is what you represent: the health of Africa. So, the rationale is not that any single herb is a cure-all herb. That somebody will tell that ashwagandha can do everything. Why do you need this, this, and that? That is not the rationale. But we have carefully selected these botanicals so that we'll be able to provide complementary actions through the antioxidant activities of the body, support of normal inflammatory pathways, hepatoprotective effects, metabolic support, adaptogenic effects, and cardiovascular support. These are the major things we believe that when we are able to support them very well, when we are able to effectively influence their activities, we would give your entire system the holistic well-being it deserves. Some of the things I mentioned may sound very strange to you, but basically, our system needs to be able to deal with antioxidants, to deal with free radicals. And so we need these antioxidants to flush out or to combat the free radicals that get into our system right at the cellular level. Again, a major aspect of the causes of most diseases is inflammation. So when we are able to support normal inflammatory pathways where it is easily likely to be inflamed, we are able to support to prevent these inflammations, or where it has already happened, we relax certain nerves to be able to prevent further inflammation. Then we would give your body that holistic wellness it deserves. Furthermore, most of the body's detoxification processes is facilitated by the liver. Hepatoprotective effects of Somacare makes it a potent formula that you need to use it at least to support your liver. I will delve deep into these things. I just want those who are taking the notes to be able to take some key reasons why Somacare is most needed for every human being. If you want to give yourself the lifestyle that will be free from any unnecessary ailment, any body weaknesses, any abnormalities, any insurgence of conditions like hypertension, blood sugar, and stuff, you will need to support the body's metabolic system. Metabolism is happening constantly and continuously. If for any reason your system metabolic process is not functioning well, a lot will go wrong in your system. That is why Somacare was created with your metabolic support in mind. Again, the adaptogenic effects, where the system is able to relax you, stress is managed. It's not something that will force certain actions, but it will relax certain nerves. It's one other thing that makes Somacare so necessary for everybody because of the stress we are going through today, especially across Africa. Some of you left home around 5 a.m. You are still on your way or still in the office. Of Somacare. And last but not least, the cardiovascular support. If all things being equal, your liver is functioning well, body is being detoxified, your digestive system is functioning well, metabolism is happening, your nerves are relaxed, the heart share the blood, pump the blood to be able to distribute the blood to and fro wherever it is needed. So these are the major things that were considered in formulating Somacare. Now, this formula should not be mistaken for a replacement, okay, of any mistaking this formula for a replacement, a complete replacement. Please, it is a wellness supplement which is developed to complement the work of whatever you are already battling. Okay? So, the key ingredients, number one is what we all have commonly heard in our societies, moringa, as commonly known. Okay? But then I am not going to just mention the ingredients and tell you that moringa supports this, that is all. Let's take it as per So don't mind my screen. You may be seeing some of the ingredients. I will display them, okay? But in order of this discussion, that's why I want you to take notes. First, we talked of antioxidant protection. You know, oxidative stress contributes to aging. Many people see you and you look older than your real age. You tell them it is because of the excess oxidative stress your body goes through. Sometimes the nature of work you do can make you look older than your grandparents. So this oxidative stress that naturally contributes to aging is also involved in many chronic as a result of oxidative stress. So some of the ingredients out of the 17 ingredients of Prudent Life Somacare, we have about 8 of them that naturally are worldwide accepted. Everything I'm going to say here, if you research from the WHO official website, those ingredients are accepted. They are known by the WHO for such purposes I am going to mention. When we are talking about the antioxidant protection, some ingredients that have the antioxidant phytochemicals, which means the kind of plant component, the medicinal plant component, okay, or how should I put it? The medicinal component medicinal properties called the phytochemicals are moringa, which I have projected on the screen. And this moringa forget about all the other functions I have indicated on the screen. I want us to take the lesson to a different, also known for the antioxidant phytochemicals. It contains a lot of antioxidant phytochemicals. So tell that medical doctor who says they are saying Somacare can support to fight free radicals that you should research about antioxidant phytochemicals, and you can also do that search to confirm what we are teaching you. What are antioxidant phytochemicals? What plants or which of these herbs? You can just do your own research and you realize that moringa, curcumin, and the almighty sea buckthorn. We will look at all of these in details. Sea buckthorn, pomegranate, rosemary, spirulina, ginkgo biloba, and cranberry. These are herbs that are all found in the Prudent Somacare. Yes, this is, I wanted to see, yes, spirulina. Most of you have seen this. There are some products, it's just spirulina capsules, spirulina syrup, spirulina powder, whatever, because of the efficacy. The antioxidant phytochemicals that are in this product are too huge. That is why in the slide, my research from the verifiable sources indicated that it is rich in antioxidants. Are we together? Okay, I believe we are following.
Yes, sir. We are following clearly.
Thank you. Now, these ingredients found in the Somacare gives it the potential to be able to serve as scavenging elements, to be able to scavenge reactive oxygen species. So when you are talking to your pharmacist, tell them that Somacare has the potential of consuming, for just all of us to understand the word consuming, or in back to my terms, scavenging species which are also antioxidant. They do not, which are also free radicals. They do not help the body's functional system. It helps protect cellular membranes. Now, your cells can be exposed if the membranes are not intact. So God naturally created these membranes to protect the cells. And so for anything to get access, the cells serve as the protection. It's just like you are holding an egg. Those shells are protecting the yolk and the whatever is inside the egg. If for any reason that shell is broken, if you don't protect that shell, you know what happens to the components of the egg. And the same thing happens to your cells. So most times, cancer and other things are as a result of the cells being exposed to the extent that the membranes are damaged. This product, which fight against free radicals, help support mitochondrial function. Now, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of your cell. So for those of you who even did basic science, you know the function of mitochondria. Now, if this mitochondria is not functioning well, the cell cannot produce energy. And if there's as simple as that. So if your mitochondria, which is your powerhouse, which is the energy production component of your cell, is able to function well, your cells will regain energy and vitality. So it doesn't single out what cells. Everything that is a cell in your system needs to be protected. And so you need to protect the cell membranes. It needs to be enhanced to produce more energy. And what produces the energy? The mitochondria. Again, it supports endothelial health. Now, when we talk of endothelial health, I don't know if we have any medical person here to give us if there isn't, no problem. You can also put it in the comment section. Ambassador, be monitoring for me. If anybody put it in the comment section, you can read it out. I will pause and take it from your side. Now, when we talk about the endothelial health, we are talking about your health and the proper functioning of the endothelium. Now, this endothelium is a very thin layer, okay? And the thin layer is made of specialized cells. I believe you are listening attentively. That thin layer is made of specialized cells, which means the cells are specialized. You are doing this. This one is doing that. This is doing that. So those cells. Okay, somebody is reading. Okay. Yes, somebody is reading something for me.
No, sir. Continue.
All right.
Continue.
Thank you so much. So those specialized cells that that are made or that composed of or that are found in the thin layer, they are the like, I want to put it in a very simple way we can understand. The thin layer of specialized cells are found inside all your blood vessels. Let me put it that way. I believe it will be understandable. Everything we call a blood vessel, whether your arteries, your veins, the capillaries, it is made of these thin layers. So, as let me say in a simple way, the vascular endothelium is not simply a passive lining, okay? It's not just a simple passive lining. It is a dynamic endocrine and metabolic organ. I want you to know that it forms the core component of your health. Everything that is a vessel is made of these thin linings or thin layers. And those thin layers, as I have indicated, they are not just there randomly. They are what? Specialized. They are specialized for certain function. So when you take our Somacare, it helps, okay? It helps to enhance your body's endocrine function. Very good. That's the term I want to use. The endocrine function. The metabolic process of your body. How blood will flow. How blood is supposed to clot. Whether there is going to be inflammation, more energy and function well, all center to the function or the effective state of your endothelial health. Don't say, why is he bringing all these things up? I want you to understand your simple health status. What actually makes up you when you say you are healthy? That is why I'm putting all this together. So, why is endothelial health important? I am making much emphasis on this because it regulates blood vessel dilation. There is this is called nitric oxide. The endothelial health produces nitric oxide, which help your blood vessel to dilate. When we say dilate, for all of us to understand, to open. So the blood vessels, if they can't open, and now you are beginning to understand, some people will come and say, I have this, I have that, I have numbness, I have all whatever. And then your vascular elasticity is what? This is no. So that is it. If your blood vessels cannot dilate and relax, then blood flow will not be effective. This is simple to understand. Now, we are more focused on the benefit of endothelial health because it controls blood pressure by maintaining an appropriate balance between vessels, constriction, and relaxation. So when we say your vessels should dilate or relax, there is an extent that if it relaxes beyond, it is also not good. You can die. So this particular endothelial health, the thin layers that are performing specialized functions in all your blood vessels, the capillaries, the arteries, and whatever, if they are not functioning well, you aspect forms a core component of whatever is called your health. The same endothelial health plays a role in preventing unwanted blood clotting. Do you know why it does so? There is a property and then easily there will be abnormal what or unwanted blood clotting. Blood clotting is good. If there is no blood clotting, if the platelets do not when there is a little tear, your entire blood will drain out. So these platelets will form that clot. They will come together quickly. They come together. That's how the body mechanism works. A problem in the society, naturally, we all have to come together and form a solution. So the platelets, that is how they work. When there is a cut and blood is leaking, they come together, form a clot, and then the blood flow will cease. So sometimes the blood can clot unwantedly, unnecessarily. The system, there can be any problem in the system. So this endothelial health helps. Be taking your notes if you have a question. Okay, good. Again, they help to maintain vascular integrity. So your blood vessels will not be damaged easily. Okay, so this is why I want you to pay attention to the endothelial health. Lastly, this endothelial health, if all the lines, the layers in your blood vessels are intact, they support delivery of oxygen and nutrients to your tissues. Now, what does your body need to survive? Is it not the oxygen and the nutrients from the food you eat? All the hustle we are hustling every day. If you are eating and because of problem in your endothelial health, your body cannot absorb the nutrients that you need, how would you benefit from the food? You are just serving the mouth and the tank. The body, the general health, the system is not benefiting. That is why some people, they are eating very well, but they are just looking like they don't have food in their house. It is because there is a problem with a certain thin layer in your blood vessels. And so because of that, even when you breathe, the oxygen, it doesn't reach where it is supposed to reach. I believe today you are learning. So now, this endothelial health can be damaged by hypertension. Some of the common things that can affect your endothelial health is hypertension, diabetes mellitus, and then excess cholesterol in your body. That is the excess LDL, the low density lipoprotein. That LDL is very, very, very bad. It is not supposed to be in excess in your body. As we smoke, because people are burning everything everywhere anytime. So some of these excess free radicals can also tamper with our endothelial function. And so other conditions like chronic inflammation, physical inactivity, and aging. So that is why you should not say, oh, as for this, my age, I don't have to worry myself with supplements. Please, if you can afford, take them. If not, you are buying food. You think, oh, I have worked enough at this my age, I just have to enjoy and go. That food you are eating, the benefit you are supposed to get, you will not get it. So some of us, we are constantly taking the right food, but we are not getting the results. If there is a problem with endothelial health and you don't correct it, that medicine, you will never get the results. And you start to say, their products are not working. That is why you need to always take Somacare. Now, let's move away from endothelial health. Okay? Yes, let's move away from endothelial health. Now, the second thing we are going to talk about Somacare. I've talked about the antioxidant protection. The second thing is the liver support. Do you know that your liver is the central component, or the set? It is the how do I put it? Your liver is the universal player when it comes to metabolism and detoxification. It is the number one thing that you can never for lack of better words, this is how I'll explain it. In my Ghanaian language, we say it is like your thumb. You can never leave your thumb up and tie a knot. So that liver, there are can people here. I say kokromoti. So in terms of detoxification and metabolism, your liver is at the center of it. Now, you have Somacare, which is made of whatever you rely on for your information. Go and ask about the health benefit of milk thistle. Let me show you milk thistle. Milk thistle. That is what you are seeing on the screen. But if you that's the spelling, those of you who want to write it down and research, the first thing you are going to see is liver detoxification and liver health. It's amazing. Recently, I shared a post. I was reading from an American research company. Health. Milk thistle was one, and in fact, about four herbs that were mentioned, I realized that the first four were all in our Somacare. That is amazing. You need to appreciate Prudent Somacare. Now, for your liver, not just the milk thistle. This milk thistle is also supported by dandelion. Dandelion has some phytochemicals that help with bile secretion. So the liver secretes bile. So if there is ever going to be any problem, if you use any form to then you need to support it with our Somacare because of dandelion. And not just that, it actually helps with the general liver function. It supports with digestion. So if you are taking this, you are doing a great service to your body. Again, we have curcumin, and this curcumin is also naturally known. Some say hepatic function. Okay, this curcumin also supports in terms of inflammatory pathways. It protects the inflammatory pathways and helps with antioxidant defense. It helps to fight free radicals. Fights free radicals. Now, as we are learning, the number three thing I will talk about with Somacare is that talk about adaptogenic support. We are thinking about the stress you are going through every day. You don't need um, something that will stimulate you. Please and please. I don't know if I'm using the right choice of words, but I want to be very honest with you. The things we have been taking to stimulate us, they may stimulate you, but they will cause more damage to your vessels and to other organs and cells. You don't need a stimulant. You just need an adaptogen and you are good to go. You need something that will help you to be able to influence multiple body systems. Please kindly mute yourself. Yes, kindly mute yourself. Thank you so much. So the adaptogens help to improve resilience, not to stimulate you. So we have the ashwagandha, which is a popular adaptogen. Many people brain nerves, it relieves you of stress. And if you're a man and you are looking for the best way you can be a man, don't go for an aphrodisiac product. Get an adaptogenic product. I'm teaching you reality. If you do this, you will save your own life. Something that will relax you and give you that resilience instead of stimulating you. stress management. There is this we call cortisol. And so your body, when you are stressed, cortisol is produced to regulate the stress hormones. So if the cortisol is not produced enough or excessively produced, it is not good for your health. So these adaptogens support healthy cortisol regulation, not just the production, it regulates how much is also produced. Okay, good. And so if you are finding difficulty in sleeping, I don't know if some of you have the testimony already. When we finish, we'll collect. You will realize that you take Somacare and you are able to sleep because it relaxes you and takes away the stress. All right. Somacare has powerful ingredients that are popularly known for metabolic support. For example, we have a product called one of the components. Okay, let me see if okay, yes, I just passed it. Yes, fenugreek. Oh, sorry, I didn't get the actual herb so that you can easily know it. Now, search, you get the picture. You can also drop it in the various WhatsApp groups for the health benefits and other stuff. Okay, I think the slide, I missed that aspect. Good. Now, this fenugreek is naturally very, very powerful. But currently, it is even being studied worldwide, okay, for its potentials to be able to support healthy glucose metabolism. So most of the herbal researchers are seeing that that particular fenugreek also helps with blood glucose metabolism. And then lipid metabolism as well. That is fat, how to process and do away with excess any fatty things that get to your system. Again, we have moringa, the flavonoids, the vitamins, and the minerals that are in moringa. Now, for moringa, look, the research conducted shows that moringa contains about 14 times more calcium than milk. If anybody tells you, oh, take milk, this moringa, just a gram of moringa contains over 14 times calcium than milk. When it comes to potassium, moringa contains 4 times more potassium than banana. These studies, you can do it on your own. And that is why if you have moringa in good proportions in our product, we are very confident that when you take it, you are going to get good results. Talk about the vitamins, talk about the fiber. Oh, take spinach, take spinach. Moringa will give you 9 times what spinach can give you. That's the power of moringa. All right, let's move forward. Why is it so? It contains high components of polyphenols, flavonoids, vitamins, and the minerals. And so, of Somacare is cardiovascular support. How does Somacare support your cardio health, your heart function? Everything that has to do with your heart function. The ginkgo biloba I told you about in Somacare, ginkgo biloba is powerfully uh, known for its effect in the peripheral circulation. It also helps in blood flow, okay? In other terms, we say microvascular blood flow. And again, for cognitive function. So you see that Somacare is almost taking everything, the center of everything, because we thought about all the things you will need. The ginkgo biloba has been hidden a bit in the slide. Sorry about that. Now, cranberry. Most times you buy products that give you some kind of berries. Okay, the effect of this cranberry, and so it's very, very powerful. Okay, and traditionally it is being used for urinary tract diseases. So if you give someone our Somacare and they take it very well continuously, if they have any urinary tract infections, they are going to what, get well out of it. And again, we have pomegranate. The pomegranate contains another group of polyphenols that also may support endothelial function. So you see that this cuts more into the core thing that causes diseases in your body. So as we are bringing this discussion to an end, for the sake of time, as I told you, for today, let's do Somacare. The, see this black pepper, mm, black pepper, most of you use it in our traditional homes. We use it for so many medicinal purposes. Black pepper, maybe herb. It contains what we call pepperin, and this pepperin enhances absorption of certain phytochemicals. So every herbal component, every herbal formulation, I'm giving those of you who are into herbal formulations a clue. If you want the people to get the results, all these things we have talked about, you can take them and not get the results, because if it is not so what will now trigger the proper absorption is the black pepper. So if you are formulating any natural product and you want the people to really get the benefit, you are not just selling a brand. Oh, this is made of ashwagandha and moringa, and they just buy. But you truly want to forge every means and enter into their endothelial health and make sure they get the results. You have to add some little component of black pepper. And it is not supposed to be too much. It can also be very harmful. Okay, harmful in the sense that it can make the system absorption level so high that you may react to certain health products, especially those who are already on chemical drugs. If you don't ration how you take the black pepper, it can have its own effect. So please and please take note. Now we are looking at how this also supports your immune system. All that we have discussed, if you are following very well, you realize that if your system blood flow is if your blood is circulating well, if your endothelial health function is normal, obviously your cells will get enough energy. And what is going to be the strength of your immunity? It is your cells. If your cells are stronger enough, they can what, combat everything that is supposed to be combated. And that is very simple for us to Somacare have been explained in details. And so, what I want to lastly talk about is the fact that, you know, I have given you a lot of information. Now, the other ingredients I want to specifically talk about are this one, the sea backton. You also see other in other platforms, they call it the Japanese berry. This sea backton, when I researched about it and when I began to read about it, I felt like no, God has really loaded this particular berry. This sea backton alone will give you omega 3, omega 6, omega 7, omega 9 vitamins and 18 amino acids. Some of you have got to read about the benefits of omega 3, omega 6, omega 7, and the others. In all, what I want you to understand is that the Cibactam that you see in the Somacare is really very powerful. And we are also developing other products that will feature Cibactam. You are going to appreciate it. Okay. And again, I want to talk about this one for the last time. There is an ingredient called yohimbe. I think I added it. It is one of the powerful, yes, yohimbe. In traditional medicine, they just boil it and you drink. And look, mental health, when you have mental problem, yohimbe alone, traditionally they use to support people who have mental health problems. Fertility in males. That is why when you are a man and you want to be able to score your goals, you need Somacare and X-Men charge. Okay, for those countries that do not have X-Men charge, don't worry, very soon we are coming up with a lot of stocks that you can receive them in your places. Okay, so that was just what I wanted to add, that the yohimbe you see in Somacare has it contains what a very powerful phytochemical that supports your nervous system activity and also increase alertness, okay, and support with mental health, so that if you face such challenges anywhere, you can actually recommend. Now, every product you have in your hand, there are some precautions and contraindications. Please write these ones down. Now, if some ingredients like yohimbe may not, I'm not saying it will abort the baby, no, no, no. It may not be appropriate, not necessarily maybe harming even the baby, but your body cells may not be able to react well to them, particularly yohimbe. So please, if you are pregnant, discontinue the use of Somacare. Again, if you are breastfeeding, you can take it, but make sure you are taking advice or you are always consulting any abnormal reactions by the baby or yourself if you are breastfeeding. Okay, yes, unless you have a medical advice, you may not have to what, take it. And then, as for those of you who have liver diseases, the milk thistle have been studied for the liver support. It helps a lot with liver support. But if you are taking Somacare, please take it appropriately. Let your liver overfunction. I'm begging you, please. Because look, it is made, this milk thistle is so powerful. It is made for those who want to revive the liver and give it good health. But if the liver is still not completely revitalized and you force it to work beyond certain limits, you will harm it the more. So take it according to prescription and make sure you drink enough water regularly. Those that have kidney diseases, please and please, because you have to also regulate your intake of fluids. Them will help with flushing out of retained fluids rather than Somacare. If for any reason you take Somacare, it must be supported with Tozen. If you have a kidney problem, if this part I don't want to leave it, so please pardon me for the time. Those who are already taking diabetes products like medication, taking insulin or oral hypoglycemic agents, okay, you have to be monitoring your blood sugar closely, because as you are taking it, it can lower the blood sugar beyond normal level. That also tells you that if you have high blood sugar, this will be good for you. But I'm just cautioning those who have already taken certain, because I told you the reason why you are taking these diabetes medications every month for the rest of your life or for past 15 years and you are not getting results is that sometimes it is not absorbed well. Don't forget I told you about black pepper. So whatever I'm telling you, I'm not just sharing anything. It's well researched. The black pepper will enhance absorption. So because if you are taking Somacare, be monitoring your blood sugar so that it doesn't go below the normal level. This is the advice I have for you. Somebody went as low as 1 before seeing a doctor. I beg you, don't do that. Now, for those who are also hypertensive, if you are taking, let's say, like, if you are having hypertension, okay, because of your himbe, I beg you, don't take Somacare straightforward. If you are a serious hypertension patient, don't take Somacare straightforward. Take Tozem for some time before you take Somacare. Please and please take note of these things. Can get palpitation. It can let your heart beat faster. It can cause some kind of abnormal heartbeat, which will not be good for you. I'm begging you, please do that for me. Let's save lives together, okay? Our vision is to save lives. I bring my presentation to an end. As I bring my presentation to an end, if you are undergoing a surgery any moment from now and you are taking Somacare, avoid it for 1 week or 2 weeks before you take the surgery or you undertake the surgery. Please, these are medical cautions I'm giving you. If you will undertake a surgery, if you ask Ambassador Mars, he will tell you how fast Somacare helps with wound healing. And so I'm begging you, make sure before you do the surgery so that you can let the body naturally also heal for some time before you close everything up. And so that is what I have to leave with you. If you have any question for the next 5 minutes, Ambassador Mars, permit me to take questions before we go.
Yes, I have a question.
All right.
Can somebody with hepatitis B take Somacare?
Thank you so much. Maybe I should take another one and then I will answer all. Any other question? Somebody with hepatitis B. I will answer that. Please stay tuned. Any other question?
I have a
I have a
question.
question, please.
Okay, the woman first.
Please, what of people that have a fibroid?
Fibroid.
Can they take? Yes, sir. Can they take Somacare? Can they take Somacare? And
Okay. Thank
what
you.
can we combine with it, with that Somacare, if they are to take it? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. My question is this. For somebody who
Yes, that's the second
is
question.
under, yeah, for somebody who is under, that is somebody taking English drugs, can he or she
Okay.
take this product while taking other medical products?
Okay. If I understand you well, those who are already taking orthodox medication, let's simply the chemical drugs, right?
Yes.
Whether they can still take Somacare.
Sure.
Thank you so much. I think for now, let me answer these questions. So the first question, I spoke about how the milk thistle focus as per information or the facts available, as per what science has been able to show us, is that we focus on supporting your immunity and protecting your liver. Now, if anybody promises what term they will use, whether to say they will kill the hepatitis virus or they will flush them out of your system. But what I can show you per the level of information I have in my studies is that the only thing you need to do, it's not like all hope is lost, but what you need to do is not to get the virus out of your system by magic. You just need to support your immune system. And we have established more than enough evidence and fact that the Somacare will support your body mitochondria, which produces the energy for the cells to be able to function well. If your cells are functioning well, your immune system is strong. So that is number one. Now, for your liver, you would have to know the state of your liver before you know how to use the Somacare. If the person is not normal Somacare, 2 capsules every morning, like we use it normally. If they are having severe liver cirrhosis, they will need to take Tosem first for about 1 week to help detoxify the liver, and then they take the Somacare alongside the Tosem for the next period, at least 3 months to 6 months. And I can assure you that they are going to resume into their normal healthy state. The liver will function well. But if you just introduce Somacare, the likelihood is that, I'm not saying it is bad, but the likelihood is that it can let the liver overfunction beyond its capacity because it is all more. It will give up. You have to pamper it small. That is what I mean. Secondly, on fibroid, let me state categorically that this Somacare, when we talk about fibroid, clinically, what we know is that this is about in fact, okay, every okay, so the ingredients such as I have mentioned, moringa and pomegranate, sea buckthorn, curcumin, those ingredients that support antioxidant function or properties, they also are associated with what? Uh, Reducing oxidative stress. And fibroid, per some studies, is also associated to oxidative stress. So we have the confidence that if you take the Somacare, you can prevent fibroid. That one, I can say it strongly. If you take Somacare for a period, you can prevent the likelihood of fibroid forming. But when it has formed, then you only need to support your general wellness to prevent the excessive inflammation. I believe I'm making sense. the excessive inflammation. So Somacare, we cannot say it will just flush your fibroid out, but it is formulated to provide antioxidants and support with oxidative stress and also your general wellness. And so because of this, women with fibroids who want to improve their well-being and live their normal life to the extent they can even produce babies without complications can use Somacare. But that is not to say the fibroid will melt out of their body. This is what I can say regarding the question of fibroid. Please and please, if you are having fibroid and you take Somacare and you start bleeding, make sure you see your doctor so that we can ascertain why the bleeding. Thank you so much. Now, I think the last question, I mentioned something close to that. If you are taking any orthodox medication, especially I did mention when I was talking about diabetes, those who are having diabetes, if you are taking any of these anti-glycemic products, that want to say that, let me use simple terms like diabetes medicine, okay? Those who are taking diabetes medicine of any form, if you are taking Somacare, be checking your blood sugar because black pepper will enhance absorption of those medicine. So the answer is a big yes. Even if you are having any other condition that you are on medication for some long time and you are not getting results. Some of you have malaria, you are taking these malaria drugs, you are not getting results. Your body system is not responding. Take Somacare to support it. It will enhance the absorption of that medication. So that is my answer to your question. But make sure if you have diabetes, whilst you are taking, be checking your blood sugar so that if it is abnormally declining, you stop. Thank you so much.
Please, can I add something to the answer you
Okay.
gave?
Thank you so much.
Now, is it possible, for example, I've heard clearly what you said. I think there should be spacing in between the English and this very product when using.
Yes.
Or don't we?
Exactly. Thank you for drawing attention to that. Yes. Usually, we recommend that. For example, Somacare is taken first thing in the morning. If there is any medicine you will take, it's ideally recommended that you allow up to like 1 hour, in some cases maybe 30 minutes minimum, but preferably 1 hour is okay. Whether before or after that you are taking, give a space of 1 hour. If for any reason you can't and you give 30 minutes, it is still fine.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Yeah. So Ambassador Mars, I thank you for your patience. I've already eaten into much. And so let's bring our discussion to a close and call it another day. Ambassador Mars will take over with your update. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I want to see you guys, your reactions, if you enjoyed this Somacare training. If you enjoyed it, let me see your reactions. Let me see your appreciations. Let me see it. I only see a few people. Let me see it. Of course. Now, do you see why Somacare is a must have in your home? Now you are appreciating it. You know, anytime I'm talking to you about Somacare, I go shallow because I'm not a product person. Now, can you appreciate what Somacare can do for you? Now, trust me, all our other products are fully loaded with the same information, all right? So stay tuned for the order of our products whenever we have product training. Thank you very much for staying. I can confidently say 90% of you that joined the meeting from the beginning have stayed to the end. And I appreciate you. Thank you, Dr. Bright. We appreciate your time. We appreciate the knowledge you have impacted on us. Even me, I've learned so many things that I didn't know before. Thank you very much. If there are no further questions, I will give 1 or 2 updates, and then we bring the meeting to
That
a
question. I'm not thinking.
Madam Agatha, do you have a question?
Yeah.
Please,
Thank you.
30 seconds. I'm giving
I
you.
want to say thank you for the
Oh, good.
presentation. In fact it's awesome. My question is this: somebody that has that want to undergo or he has undergo eye surgery,
Eye
does
surgery.
it need stomach care? Yes.
The answer is yes, but let me allow Doctor. Sir, if you are here, can you answer
Okay.
the question?
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ma. As I
Thank you, sir.
indicated, the Somacare helps in so many organ functions. The eye, I don't know for what, but whether it is glaucoma, it is cataract, whatever.
Mm.
But any surgery, and I think I mentioned that, any surgical operation you want to do, you can take the Somacare for some time, but a week to the surgery, pause
Okay.
to let the body reset and relax so that you undergo the surgery. When you are
Okay.
done, because one, let me even add this. You know, I mentioned that this enhanced circulation. Sometimes, in our attempt to heal, we also trigger certain things to overfunction. And so, if you are undergoing a surgery, and you don't pause, likelihood is that your circulatory system might be on a high level. And so you are going to excessively bleed. Number two,
Okay.
I told you of the healing process. This one will heal your wounds faster.
Okay.
And naturally, the wound, there is some natural process that should go on for proper tissue connecting. So you don't have to speed the healing. Let it take some time and then you can now support the healing. So please and please, once again, you can take it a week to the surgery, pause. And after
Okay.
that, allow yourself for 1 week or two and then you continue. I saw a question in the comment section. Let me
Okay, sir. Please,
thank
sir,
you.
I've not finished. What's of somebody that has undergone the surgery already, and they gave
Good.
that person black shade, and this person is not getting what is supposed to do, and
Very good.
the eye is not clear. It's not
It's
saying
not
well.
clear.
Yeah.
That means if only some vessels were not tempered with, in the case of the surgery, you will just need to support proper circulation, and Somacare will do that for you. If
Okay.
the if the open part, where they cut, if you feel pain, it means there is internal wound that has not healed.
Hmm.
Somacare will support you with that.
Okay.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you so much.
I
I'm
appreciate you,
grateful.
man.
I
Good.
appreciate you too.
Madam Agatha.
So somebody was asking how long a person can be on Somacare, and I felt that was so good. So please, for better results, always recommend your client to use these products at least 3 months continuous. See, that is when they will get whatever you are seeing right now is not testimony. Don't worry, you've not felt anything. If you really want to feel the product, use it continuously for at least 3 months, 6 months, and see something. Thank you so much.
God
Okay.
bless you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is
Thank
where
you
I
very
remember
much.
a question that somebody asked me in the office. This is a person that want to treat a client that has a condition that they've been treating for over 20 years.
Hmm.
The person was like, if I use 1 bottle of Somacare, am I going to be okay? And I looked at the woman like this. I didn't know what answer to tell them. I'm like, your question, your challenge has been there for 20 years. You've been battling it. And you want to use bad products for 1 month. And so sometimes the time at which it takes to have a certain condition you need
That will start again.
time
300 and
long
something.
enough to be able to
you
do
may
it.
know
All
that
right.
well.
That is that. Okay, so I think we have a good discussion. Because of that, I'm going to allow 10 seconds. If anyone any
Yes, so I have a question. Yeah. Good evening, sir. Our doctor and our CEO, we really appreciate tonight's lecture. This is more of lecture and teaching. So, sir, I want to ask of somebody that have like Parkinson's disease, can Somacare be used for it, and Alzheimer's disease?
Thank you so much. Ambassador, for lack of time, let me just answer this and we go.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I know
Good.
you have another meeting. Sorry.
Thank you, Madam Carol. In terms of Parkinson's disease, I believe we have a little idea of what it actually is. This has been one of the conditions that many people are facing, especially in old age, especially in Africa and across the world. Now, you need to understand, for lack of time, I should have let you understand what really brings about the whole thing. But it is about a loss of dopamine. There is this dopamine producing neurons, okay? And so this also is caused by oxidative stress. We have talked about it. Now, when we get it this way, the answer is already in your hands already, right? So if you know how Parkinson's is caused, then you will be able to know that, okay, if oxidative stress causes Parkinson's, and another major cause, let me add it, is mitochondrial dysfunction. So we've talked about all these things. If your mitochondria is not functioning well, you have Parkinson's disease because the cells cannot produce enough energy for you to use. That is why you see them shaking like a hand. So that kind of thing, it is as a result of what? Mitochondrial dysfunction. And so, yes, Somacare can help you excessively in Parkinson's disease. Thank you so much.
So much. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, we really appreciate it.
All right. So this is where we bring the product training to an end. Now, before we go, in the next 3 minutes, I want to give you a very important update. For most of you here, I know we don't have all our members here because there were members that I expected to have joined together with us here that are not here. And so I'm going to share the information. Then you would be able to disseminate it to them in terms of our business aspect. You know, for those of you who have known me long enough, you know, when it comes to the business aspect, I don't play. Product people are there. I'm not a product person, all right? And so for our business aspect, we had the leaders meeting some time ago. Most of you were on the meeting where we shared updates that we are going to improve our system. We are going to improve our business. And so we actually discussed this and we did. Right now, I want to happily tell you that the system, you know, in Prudent Ayo Life in terms of the business plan has been improved, has been enhanced. This is to enable you, one, enjoy our system, make more money, live a good life, whilst helping other people live a healthier life. And so one of the important aspects I want to share is that, you know, in terms of our awards, we have been able to beautify and enhance our award structure so that you don't have to do a lot of volumes before you are celebrated. Once you are able to generate some small volumes, you get celebrated from smaller achievements to bigger achievements. That is one of them. Previously, it is only the products that your team members buy that qualifies you for the award. Now, not only that, as people purchase products in your team, it qualifies you. As people join your business, it also qualifies you for award. And so someone will be able to achieve an award, cash award, travel award, car award, house fund, even if your team members are not buying products, but people are joining your team. Okay, why is this necessary? Some of you are only product people. You are not people that really build. Some of you are builders, as in you can introduce more people. You don't really have time to sell products. We've improved our system to accommodate everyone, so that if your team members are only interested in doing the business for the money and they don't like the product, you can still drive your car someday, travel around the world someday, contribute to building your house someday, retire beautifully. All right. If you can only sell products, you are a pharmacist, your team is only interested in selling products, you too can enjoy the same thing. So that is the update that I wanted to give you. Let this give you more strength in the business. Let this give you more energy into the business. Let us build a massive organization. Thank you very much for your time once again. If you have any further questions, you can always reach me on my WhatsApp. For most of you that know me, you know that I am very active in responding. Immediately you send me a message, I respond. Immediately you call me, I respond. Somebody was asking me, am I a robot? Because we want to build a better organization, all right? Thank you very much for your time once again. Now, I have one more update. Currently in our office in Allen, we do meetings there every Wednesday, 12 o'clock. Like today, like this, we had a meeting. And then every Saturday, 12 o'clock, we also have a meeting, except this upper Saturday. This coming Saturday is not included. From the upper Saturdays coming, 12 o'clock, you can invite your friends, your family to the office. Wednesdays, you can invite them to the office. Any other day, Monday throughout Saturday, if you have friends and family, you can invite them. We have e-flyers that I have already shared to the platform. You can use these e-flyers to invite them. We also have flyers, hard copy available in the office. You can come by for them and then use it to invite your people, all right? For the people that are around Ikotun, Egbeda, those side in Nigeria, every Friday we meet around that side. I'm going to communicate the date, all right? So basically, that is the update I want to give you. We are also drawing, actually that roadmap is already designed, all right? There is a roadmap where we are going to start state stores, okay, some selected states. And so if you are not in Lagos, don't feel left out. We are bringing Prudent Higher Life to your state, okay? All you need to do, especially if you really want us to come fast, be in the business, be active, connect your leaders, connect your people in your state. Just build some few people and then notify the company that, company, I have about 10 leaders, I have about 20 leaders, I need support so that we can expand in our state. That is what we have for you, all right? If you like this, let me see your thumbs up. If you are happy about this, let me see your chat. Let me see your chat box. Let me reaffirm whatever you know in this business. We are going to have a lifelong business. And Prudent Higher Life has been ordained by God itself to liberate us from all the struggles we've had in other companies, from all the efforts that we've done that did not yield any results. God himself has ordained Prudent Higher Life to help us revive whatever we've lost along our way. And so as you go to bed tonight, pray about the business. Ask God to grant you strength in order to build the business. Ask God to grant other people who are already involved in the business strength for them to do. Remember that as people do the business, you get paid. Some people were calling me that they've not started the business, but they see money in their account. I say, yes, our business allows you to make money when other people are doing it. And so as you go to bed, pray for those people. Tell them, God, let these people, their business flourish. Let their business grow. Because as you pray for their business to grow, remember that you are making money, all right? Thank you very much for your time tonight. I especially appreciate you all. Mr. Anthony, I appreciate you. Mrs. Thompson, Madam Gloria, Mrs. Razak, thank you very much for joining. Madam Caroline, I appreciate you so much. I know you are not feeling well, but you still stayed on to the business. May God grant you strength. Dorcas, Hajia, I see you. Hajia Lamlat, I see you. Thank you very much for joining. You are supposed to be sleeping, but you are here. Mrs. Ogufani, I see you. Madam Edie, good news. Mr. Gomado, I see you. Thank you very much. Mrs. Agata, Madam Vero. Trustee, I want to specially mention all of your name. Honest Mind, I appreciate you for being here. Lucy, Mr. Steven. Babycraft, I see you. Thank you very much for being here. Mother of Nations, I also see you. Evelyn, I see you. Thank you very much for being here. Trustee, I see you. Madam Julie. Aisha, thank you very much. Infinix Notes, I don't know your name. I appreciate you for being here. Dorcas, if I didn't mention your name for whatever reason, Madam Gloria, I appreciate you all for being here. On Thursdays, tomorrow, 9 p.m., we are going to explain the business to new people. Invite all your friends. Invite all your family. Let people see the light in Prudent in your life, okay? Thank you very much, and I wish to see you all at the top. Have a good night.
Nice.
Thank you so much.